Good afternoon and welcome to Hamilton Southeastern High School for today's girls basketball game between the Center Grove Trojans and the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Hello, I'm Kevin Conrad along with Rick Embry. We welcome everyone to our coverage of high school girls basketball on Sports Night Indiana, presented by Duke Homes. Rick Embry coming down the final stretch of the regular season. We're about a week away from the state tournament. Today, matinee game. It's a good one. You got two top 5 teams squaring off.
Yeah, it should be a great one this afternoon, Kevin, up here at HSE. Center Grove comes in 19-0, number 3 or number 4, depending on what poll you're looking at in 4A. HSE comes off a good win last night that clinched the ACC championship for them. They're 17-3 and number 5 in 4A. And you're going to see not only a couple really good teams, Kevin, but a couple of the leading candidates for Miss Basketball in KK Holman for HSE and Grayson Gilliard for the Trojans. So should be a great matchup this afternoon. Also, two wonderful coaches. Head coach for the Trojans, Kevin Stuckmeyer, 9th year, 177 wins, 49 losses, 4 sectional titles, couple of regionals, county champs this year, and Carroll Toomey champs as well. And for Hamilton Southeastern, Brian Satterfield now in his 5th year, 100th win last night. As you said, as they beat the Zionsville Eagles last night, he has really done a great job in just 19 losses here with the Royals. And last year under Satterfield, sectional and regional champs, lost in the semi-state. And for Coach Stuckmeyer, they've been in the semi-state a couple of times under Coach Stuckmeyer. Both teams trying to get that extra step right to the state championship game. And again, for HSE, playing Zionsville last night, playing Center Grove today, and then they're going to finish up Tuesday at home against Pike. In one poll, they're number 1, another poll, they're number 2. But bottom line, they're playing some really good teams here down the stretch of the regular season. I think prior to Zionsville, they played Homestead, who's also in the top 5. Yeah, 2 really good games to finish off their regular season in Center Grove and Pike. And you're right, both of those top 4 teams in the state, but that's what you want to do to prepare yourself for the state tournament. And like you said, state tournament-wise, you got the draw tomorrow evening when everybody will find out who they're going to play.
Let's now join our PA announcer for today's national anthem, followed up by today's starters.
The brave men and women fighting to preserve it, especially those who gave their lives for our country. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Hamilton Southeastern Lady World Basketball. Today, your Lady World host, the Center Grove Trojans. Now let's meet the starting lineups for the Trojans and your Royals. First for the visiting, the Center Grove Trojans. Head guard, the 5'9" freshman, number 2, Tate. Also guard, the 5'7" senior, number 10, Hannah James. The third guard, the 5'11" sophomore, number 22, Grayson Gilliard. Also a guard, the 5'9" junior, number 23, Kenzie Pierce. And at forward, 5'11" sophomore, number 33, Kaylee Weber. The head coach of the Trojans is Kevin Stuckmeyer. And now the starting lineup for your Hamilton Southeastern Royals. The guard, 5'8" senior, number 11, Kennedy Holman. Second guard, 5'4" senior, number 12, Dan Green. Also guard, 5'3" senior, number 14, Abby Ford. And forward, sophomore, number 3, Piper Brindley. Also the ball, 6-foot senior, number 20, Kayla Stidham. The Royals are coached by Brian Sanders, assisted by Corey Jackson and Lisa Allman.
So a matinee this afternoon from Hamilton Southeastern, the Center Grove Trojans against the HSE Royals. Rick talked about the rankings. It depends on what you look at. Bottom line, both teams ranked in the top 5 in the state of Indiana. Should be a great one. The Trojans came here a couple of years ago. In my opinion, may have been the best game the Trojans played that entire season. Got a nice win, 74-58. That was back in 2023. And then last year at the Vandy, Center Grove lost 67-59 to the Royals. So this has been a very competitive series over the last several years.
Yeah, on both teams. Obviously, the coaches have a lot of respect for each other, and credit both of these teams for not rebuilding, just reloading from losing a lot of talent from last year. Center Grove lost 3 senior starters. HSE lost to Miss Basketball, Maya Makaluski, who's down at IU starting right now as a freshman. So both these teams have had fantastic seasons, and this one should be a great one, Kevin.
Gilliard wins the tip against Stidham. Center Grove in the black uniforms. HSE home, white uniforms trimmed in royal blue, and Tapak picks up her dribble. Some really good pressuring defense by Green on her, and now the Trojans will set up with Jen out on top.
Yeah, and immediately Holman draws the assignment on Grayson, and she's an unbelievably talented player. She's going to play for Florida next year, so that's 11 Holman, and then number 20 Stidham going to play at Bowling Green next year. So a lot of talent on this court in this afternoon's game.
And Grayson Gilliard scores the first 2 for the Center Grove Trojans.
Yeah, she's just too strong inside. We saw it the other night at Cathedral when she had 17 in the first quarter. You put a smaller, quicker girl on her, and she's too powerful to stop. She just drives them in. You put a taller girl on her, a little stronger, and she's too quick to get around them.
Brindley, sophomore, good pressure and defense. A steal by Mackenzie Pierce. Pierce took it from her.
Yeah, nice job by Mackenzie right off the bat.
Gilliard into the lane. Tapak, she penetrates the lane, picks up her dribble, maybe got away with a walk, puts out the shot just short. Rebound HSE.
Good drive into the lane. She just couldn't.
Orm trying to go all the way. Scoop shot short.
Yeah, Orm's not going to score very much, only averaging about 5.3 points a game.
Gilliard 4-3, got it. That's one part of her game she's really improved on this year.
Yeah, I was telling somebody earlier this week that's what I feel like. The three-point shot has been so much better this year for Grayson, and she shoots it without hesitation and a lot of confidence. She comes in shooting 43% from 3. That one just inside the line. The other Miss Basketball candidate, Kennedy Holman, gets her first 2.
She's special. She's going to Florida. Kennedy Holman, many call her KK. Wonderful talent.
Yeah, and Holman was one that a little bit of a scare earlier this year. She went down with a knee injury, and she said when it happened, she immediately thought her season was over, but they got good news. She was only out for a couple weeks and then came back. But obviously she's a huge, huge part of this Royals team.
And you just see her bringing up the ball, and she does have a knee brace on that right knee. Trojans turn it over. 5-2 Center Grove with the early lead here at Hamilton Southeastern. Orm around the perimeter to
Stidham's
Holman.
the one that you're going to have to make sure you get out on her at the three-point line. She's a deadly shooter from outside. Comes in shooting 35% from three-point range.
She's a Bowling Green commit. Into the corner. Three-point attempt to Brindley. Caught some rim. Hit the top of the backboard out of bounds. It'll be Center Grove basketball. 5-2 Trojans early. We have 5:16 to play first quarter.
Yeah, and every one of the girls in the starting lineup love to shoot the three. Every one of them has attempted at least 56 three-pointers on the season. So all of them are going to let it fly if they got an open space.
Tapak, high left side. Works against Green. Had it knocked away. Picks it back up, and now Gilliard hands it off to Wagner. She goes to the left side of the basket. She's fouled. She'll be at the line to shoot a couple of free throws.
Yeah, good job coming off that screen by Haley, and she was able to get to the cup and got the first foul on Holman.
Wagner averaging 8 points a ball game. Leads Center Grove with nearly 5 rebounds per game. 64% free throw shooter. Short on the first one. One more for the sophomore.
Haley's had a fantastic sophomore season, just very steady, and I know she's a huge part of that inside game for Coach Stuckmeyer.
She hits on the next free throw, makes it 6-2. Center Grove by 4. We have just under 5 minutes to play opening quarter here at Hamilton Southeastern. Brindley with the basketball. Orm being checked by Jen. Lost the dribble. It's loose on the floor. Wagner gets it, and now she's going to be tied up. It's going to be HSE ball, or is it going to be a foul? Reach-in foul, or do we have a jump?
Surprised that he actually called that. Orm was definitely had her arms around Haley Wagner, and she gets called for her first foul. And just like the other night at Cathedral, Tapak's going to be required to handle some pressure out in front. Great entry pass from the freshman. Gilliard puts in her 7th point of this first quarter, off to another hot start just like the other night.
Long three by Stidham, hits the back point. Rebound chased down by Grayson Gilliard. Center Grove leads at 8-2. Pierce, Wagner around the perimeter to Jen. Gilliard fakes baseline, step back, takes the long shot, just rimmed it.
Little heat check right there, Kevin.
Brindley with the rebound into the front court. Antoinette should say that's Abby Orm, 14, and now a turnover for the Royals.
Yes, Holman, you were glancing down at the roster. Holman actually had a deep three that hit back iron, and Center Grove got the rebound.
Gilliard, Pierce. One dribble, now bounce pass to Tapak. Royals aggressive man-to-man defense in your Jersey defense.
Yeah, well, in the last couple of years, they've really extended that pressure, Kevin, but I don't think they're as deep as they were the last couple of years. You saw their JV team pressing full court all the time, but not the varsity.
Triple team going to be traveling against Grayson Gilliard. Just took an extra step, but there was 3 defenders on her.
Well, and that's going to be the game plan, obviously. You were here well before game time, and you saw the walkthrough from HSE, and it was 22, 22, 22 for their scouting report on defense, obviously. She gets a steal.
Breakaway good with the left hand, 9 points for Gilliard.
Early timeout from Coach Satterfield.
10-2 Trojans want to start. They had a fantastic start Tuesday at Cathedral. Another wonderful start today against the Royals.
Yeah, 10-0 start against Cathedral on Tuesday night and 10-2 start. So Coach Stuckmeyer got to be very pleased coming on the road with one of their toughest matchups on the year, and Center Grove off to a great start. It all starts defensively with the Center Grove Trojans, and they're off to a stellar start.
So, Rick, last night the Royals played the Zionsville Eagles conference game, so you got to wonder, quick turnaround, not trying to make excuses for them, but that's a tough turnaround.
That is a tough turnaround, Kevin, and that was at home as well, but you're right. When they were talking about the weather and possibly moving this up, I wondered how early that HSE would want to get it moved up. So they opted for a little bit of a late afternoon tip time, 3:30 tip or so. But you're right. I mean, that is a tough turnaround, 2 games in 24 hours, less than 24 hours.
Once again, Eric Hobbig of Hobbig Injury Law will be donating $3 per made three-pointer today by the Trojans to the Center Grove Girls Basketball Parent Club. And already the Trojans have 1 made three-pointer by Grayson Gilliard.
Ella Sprong in for her first action, senior number 3 for the Trojans.
Center Grove 5 seniors, HSE 6 seniors.
Haley Mesera for HSE gets her first action.
Holman brings it into the front court, hands it off to Abby Orm. Holman skip pass. Orm.
Can't leave Stidham open out there.
Deep 3. Stidham rimmed it. Rebound, Mackenzie Pierce.
Yeah, Center Grove got a break right there because Stidham is not going to miss too many of those wide open ones.
Grayson Gilliard, another deep 3. Short rebound, Royals. Piper Brindley with the rebound. She'll bring it into the front court. Mesra, 23 in the ball game for HSE. She's a sophomore guard, number 23. Brindley for the 3, swish. First 3 for HSE.
Yeah, Brindley comes in shooting 34% from three-point range. Very much a catch-and-shoot shooter, and she got open right there and put it in.
Jump shot by Gilliard, had a block by Kennedy. But she gets it back and then feeds Wagner, who hits the basket, and Wagner for a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play.
Great dish from Grayson as she got the double team as she drove to the lane and just scooped it over there to Wagner. And Haley was able to great use of the body to draw the contact and was able to get the shot to go in for, like you said, an old-fashioned three-point play opportunity. That foul was also on
Piper Brindley.
Okay.
Her first. Free throw is good. 4 points for Wagner. 13-5 CG. Approaching 90 seconds to play in this first quarter. Brindley. Holman. Nice take to the basket. Just couldn't quite finish. Stidham, though, with the offensive board. Missed it on the putback. Rebound, Tapak.
Great job by Wagner again. Just put her hand straight up. Yeah, and HSE, good defense by Holman there. She gets the turnover on Grayson.
She was able to knock away from Grayson. Grayson tried to get control of the dribble. Lost it out of bounds. 1:17 to play. First quarter. Holman hands it off to Stidham. High left side, that's Tolliver. Evie Tolliver with the dribble. Brindley. Good defense by Pierce.
You know, and obviously Center Grove's defense, they switch everything. So every screen is a switch. Every girl has to guard 1 through 5.
Holman. Tolliver against Sprong. Bounce pass, Mackenzie Pierce intercepts it. Mackenzie's such a great athlete. So fast, so quick. She gets the steal, and now Tapak comes back the other way. Wagner fakes on the 3, going to the basket. Reach in foul or jump ball? It's going to be a jump ball. And it will be Royal basketball.
Good call there, reach in, but she had her hand on top of the ball as Haley was trying to get it up towards the basket. So alternating possession goes to HSE. We'll see if they hold it for the last shot here, Kevin.
Holman slowing the tempo, 20 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Pierce now checking Holman out on top, down to 12 seconds. And now Holman looking to attack. Brindley pops out for the high arching 3, missed it, battle for the rebound. Tapak goes after it. Brindley ends up with the basketball. They throw it back out on top. Stidham for 3, got it. She hit it at the buzzer.
Yeah, huge second chance opportunity there. Credit to Tolliver for keeping that one alive, and that's a huge 3 with HSE struggled to score in that first period.
Makes it 13-8. HSE Center Grove. Trojans by 5 after 1. Today's game being presented by Duke Homes on Sports Night, Indiana. Center Grove in front 13-8 underway here in the second quarter. Great opening quarter for Miss Basketball candidate Grayson Gilliard. 9 points lead the Trojans. Holman had a couple of points for HSE. She is their Miss Basketball candidate. And to begin this second quarter, we have a jump ball. It's going back to the Royals.
Yeah, good defense by Mesra there. She was all over Tapak and reached in and was able to tie her up on that one. So HSE gets the turnover, and we'll be back here on offense. That's a huge three at the end of the first quarter there after Center Grove had thoroughly dominated that first quarter, but you let Sidham open, and now Tolliver shoots the three. Good block out by Grayson.
Tapak into the front court. Sprong going baseline, double team. Looking for a teammate. Boy, they got her hung up on that baseline, and now she tries to make a bounce pass to Jen. It goes out of bounds. Coach Stuckmeyer off the bench.
Yeah, I think it was be strong with the ball in your hands and don't drive the baseline and pick it up when there's two girls there.
Yeah, keep your dribble and try to reverse back out of that double team. Trojans man-to-man defense up 5 points. Holman works it to the right side. Jen on her. A couple of bumps by Jen. Jen hanging tight on her. Out on top, a long three for the Royals, and it's good. Brindley gets her second three-pointer.
Well, and obviously the game plan when you got two really good players like HSE does is you make somebody else beat you. And so far, Brindley's hit a couple threes.
Pierce tries the three, swish. Big shot by the junior.
Yeah, it is a big shot by McKenzie. It's just getting more people involved and more people that hit shots, and that's a huge one for McKenzie's confidence.
Center Grove, a couple of three-pointers. HSC, three three-pointers. Going for number 4, it rattles out. Inside a rebound, that's Brindley. Back out on top, Tolliver tries another three. She missed on both of them. Out of bounds, it'll be Trojan ball.
Yeah, Tolliver, another one that shoots about 24% from three-point range, and Coach Stuckmeyer are going to be perfectly happy to live and die with those threes versus Stidham or Holman.
Also, Haley Mesra, she shoots 41% for HSE from three. Trojans by 5 with the basketball. 6:10 to play. We're in the second quarter. Grayson Gilliard with 9 points, rotates to Pierce. The give and go. She scores. She's at 11. She's in double figures.
That's just beautiful basketball right there. She got Holman up in the air initially, passed it off to Pierce, and now that's going to be a turnover. Passes it off to Pierce, and then immediately, instead of staying and just cut straight to the basket because she knew Holman was up in the air, got the great feed from McKenzie and put that one in for, like you said, she's in double figures now early in the second quarter.
Lilia Tapak, freshman point guard, to Sprong, senior on the left wing. Jen pops out on top. Another senior down to the senior Gilliard on the right wing. She tries to go strong to that right side.
Too strong.
13 points for Grayson Gilliard. Trojans by 9. Gilliard averaging
turnover.
Almost 26 points a ball game, and Grayson gets a breakaway layup. She has 15 points.
She is dominating this ball game, Kevin, and if anybody felt a little bit of extra motivation coming in, knowing that she was going against another Miss Basketball candidate, Grayson Gilliard has showed up this afternoon and has been absolutely dominant so far in the first quarter and a half.
Timeout called by Coach Satterfield of HSC. 5:22 remaining in this first half, 22-11. Center Grove's doubled up the Royals here in this second quarter.
Yeah, and a good response after HSC hit that big three at the end of the first quarter to cut it to 5. Center Grove has bumped it back out to 11 for their largest lead so far in this afternoon's game.
Coach Stuckmeyer now 2-4 coming into today's game against HSC. Beat the Royals back in 2019 here at HSC, then lost in 2020, 21, 22, and 23. And of those losses, 2 of them were in overtime. One was a double overtime. And then Center Grove in 2023 did win here and then lost a close one last year. But, again, through the years, extremely competitive games.
It is. It's a great game. It's obviously a great gauge for both of these teams as they get ready to enter state tournament play. You know, it's one of those games where you feel like this is a regional or a semi-state or even a state final game between 2 top 5 teams in the state of Indiana.
Sectional pairing show tomorrow, 6 to 8 on IHSATV.org. Center Grove after today. 2 more games next week. Tuesday, senior night at home against Greenwood, 7 o'clock. They'll be at Avon Thursday, 7:30. And then the following week, Center Grove will host the sectional. For the Royals, they'll play Pike on Tuesday here at home. That'll be their final game of the regular season. Then they'll play their sectional at Carmel.
Oh, and that's a tough sectional every year, Kevin.
Holman tries a 3, hit the rim.
Great hustle by Pierce to get over and get that rebound. She's had an early spark both defensively and hitting a three-pointer for the Trojans.
Three-pointer, Grayson Gilliard hit the back part of the rim, a rebound, and putback is good for the freshman, Lilia Tapak, her first 2.
Just opportunistic. Nobody blocked her out, and she goes to the basket and gets that rebound and bucket.
Mid-range jump shot good by Mesra, her first 2 playing off the bench.
Yeah, Stidham getting a little bit of a break here for the first time, Kevin, and Coach Satterfield quickly gets her back to the scorer's table.
4:20 to play, second quarter, 24-13, Center Grove with the advantage. Sprong, Tapak, high left side, looking inside for Gilliard.
Yeah, and right now you got, they switched back. Green was on Gilliard to start out with, and then just switched back to Holman.
Mackenzie Pierce working against Orm, now to Tapak. Under 4 minutes to play in this opening half. In the corner, Sprong finds Jen. Tapak, good ball movement. Gilliard, deep right corner. Trying to take Holman off the dribble. There's a triple team in the lane on Gilliard, and now back to the middle. That's Brindley with the help defense with the steal.
Really nice defense by Brindley. She stayed true and doubled down on Grayson and got the steal.
Orm sets up the offense here for the Royals. 3:25 to play in this opening half.
Brindley's had a nice first half so far. Leads HSE with 6 points.
She's got 2 of their 3 3-pointers. Holman tries a 3, missed it. Jen with a nice block out on the weak side ends up with the rebound.
That was a nice block out by Hannah. One more pass.
Pierce, long 3, swish.
Wow. Great ball movement by Grayson there as well. She could have very easily been selfish there and taken that shot herself, but instead one more extra pass. She gets Mackenzie Pierce in the corner, and Pierce drains her second 3 of the first half.
27-13 Trojans. 2:40 to go in this first half. Mesra skip past Green. She takes the 3, hit the front of the rim, hits the top of the backboard, out of bounds, Trojan ball.
Once again, Green comes in shooting 22% from three-point range. So
Wagner back in for CG.
Coach Stuckmeyer going to be you got to be really careful there. Good job by Green coming back and now denying the ball to Tapak, and Coach Satterfield upping the pressure a little bit.
Ava Kashani, 5'7" guard, senior in for HSC.
Yeah, and I think Coach Satterfield's just trying to find a spark from somewhere.
Stidham in there as well. Pierce. Bounce pass to Jen. Gilliard trying to post. Jen looking for a teammate. Gilliard, she drives the lane, kicks, Tapak open for the three, swish.
And another job. That's another assist from Gilliard. Tapak drains it from the corner, but they bring the double, and Center Grove's had a lot of people. Late call there. I think it was a right call, just a little bit late, as Pierce looks like she had a steal and was heading to the other end. But Center Grove getting a lot of contributions from everybody else. Tapak in the corner there for a three. Pierce has got a couple here in the first half off of great passes, and that's led to a big lead here with 1:50. Now you got to find a way to finish this half. Grayson gets her first rest of the first half.
1:40 left to play in the first half.
Can't let Stidham open.
Shot fake. Holman a deep three. Missed it badly. Rebound Tapak.
And Coach Stuckmeyer going to be perfectly happy. That's a reach. You got to call that, ref.
Green applying the pressure on Tapak. Now Jin. Top of the key. Rotates it. Wagner. Sprong back in there. Shovel pass to Jin. You're right. Sprong back in for Gilliard. We're down to 1 minute in this opening half. Wagner, the sophomore, finds Jin, rotates it. Pierce, good ball movement. Center Grove may go for the final shot of the first half at this point.
That's a long time to hold
sure
that
is.
ball, Kevin.
But they're doing a great job so far.
HSE, no fouls this quarter as well, so they can be really aggressive, and they are right now. You got to call something here. Wow.
Ball gets kicked into the backcourt. Who kicked it? Yeah, it's got to be off HSE. Kicked by the Royals. Center Grove ball. And here comes Grayson Gilliard back in the ballgame for CG.
Yeah, and obviously Coach Satterfield is trying to do anything. He's told his defense to get uber aggressive, and you can get as aggressive as you can without them calling any fouls and just see what you can get. And right there, very aggressive against Wagner. Looked like she got fouled around midcourt. No call. Ball did go off of the Royals.
Man-to-man full court pressure by the Royals. Jen brings it up for CG. 30 seconds remaining first half. Tapak, Pierce, Wagner.
Now I guarantee you they're going to try to hold it for one shot unless you get a layup.
18 seconds to go. Tapak, Jen, and now Coach Stuckmeyer calls the play.
Yeah, Grayson will probably go get it at the top of the key. That's usually, there it is.
She drives right, kicks, Pierce three. Oh, long. Wagner with the offensive board with 1 second. Tapak cannot get the shot off in time, and that will bring us to halftime here at Hamilton Southeastern. What a brilliant first half for Coach Stuckmeyer and the Center Grove Trojans. They lead Hamilton Southeastern 30-13. Grayson Gilliard leading the Trojans with 15 points. Our halftime show is up next. This is CEG Girls Basketball being presented today by Duke Homes on Sports Night Indiana.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
At Peterman, we are raising the bar for home service.
We host classes nearly every working day.
With thousands of hours of training invested in our field professionals each year.
So you know when Peterman shows up, you're about to receive expert care.
Homeownership is already stressful enough.
So when it comes to peace of mind for your home,
Trust Peterman to get it done.
and for a limited time, get a free furnace from us.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com for details and to schedule.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back here in Hamilton Southeastern, we're at intermission. Center Grove in front of the Royals, 30-13. Great opening half, Rick Embry for the Center Grove Trojans.
Yeah, one of the best halves we've seen from them this year so far, Kevin. After leading by 5 at the end of the first quarter, that second quarter was dominant, 17-5 over HSE. This is an HSE team that comes in averaging 52 points a game. Center Grove has only allowed 13 in the first half, and wow, what an offensive performance by Center Grove's Grayson Gilliard. She leads Center Grove with 15 points so far at half. The rest of the scores for Center Grove, Mackenzie Pierce has 2 big threes in the second quarter there. She has 6 points. Lilia Tapek, the freshman point guard for Center Grove, has 5 points. All of those were in the second quarter. And then Haley Wagner has 4 points. All of those were in the first quarter for Center Grove's 30 points. From the HSE side, Center Grove's done a really good job on their two-headed monster, Kennedy Holman and Kayla Stidham. Holman had the first basket of the game, but that was it. So 2 points at halftime for Holman. Stidham had that big 3 at the end of the first quarter, but that's it for her. She has 3 points. HSE's led in scoring by Piper Brindley, number 3. She has 2 3-pointers. Sophomore has 6 points. And then Haley Mesera off the bench has a bucket in the second quarter. So that is HSE's 13 points. Center Grove leads 30-13 at halftime.
Yeah, Center Grove was up 13-8 after the first quarter and then outscored the Royals 17-5 in the second quarter to lead 30-13 here at intermission. How about holding this Royal team to 5 points? Again, we talk about it each and every season, Rick, about Coach Stuckmeyer and the way he coaches defense, holding a very good HSE team to just 5 in that second quarter.
Well, and about 10 years ago, I was one of those borderline skeptics when I would watch some of the Center Grove girls games and going, how can you switch everything? You're going to get in some bad situations where somebody has a big underneath or somebody has a quick guard and you end up having your center on her. That defense is so good. I quickly learned over the last 8 years it doesn't matter. All of those girls guard their butts off from 1 to 5, and it doesn't matter. Obviously, HSE doesn't have the real big girl inside that some of the other schools do, but they have done an excellent job, and they always run the scouting report perfectly. They know who the shooters are for HSE. You got to get a hand instead of space. You got to make sure that Holman can't drive around you, and so far they've executed that game plan perfectly here in the first half.
Before we get to the third quarter, we want to thank the following Center Grove girls basketball sponsors for this season: TAPAC Wealth Management, Aqua Systems, Bischoff Wealth Management, Don Wilder of Berkshire Hathaway, Duke Homes, Fuel Up Nation, G&G Oil, Jeff Heidelberger Insurance Agency, Kopetsky Auto Wash, North Point Engineering and Surveying, Specified Lighting, and the Skin Lab. And for Sports Night Indiana, big thank you to our presenting sponsor today, Duke Homes. Also, we'll be announcing our Center Grove Player of the Game following today's game, presented by the Greenwood, Texas Roadhouse. And also a big thank you to Habig Injury Law and donating $3 back to the Center Grove Girls Basketball Parent Club for each made three-pointer. And so far the Trojans, Rick, have made 4 three-pointers in today's game.
Yeah, I had some big ones there in the second quarter. All 3 of them in the second quarter were off of assists by Grayson Gilliard. She drives the lane, they double on her as they wisely should, and she was able to kick it out, and Tapek hit 1 and Pierce hit 2 huge ones. That's a big deal for Center Grove. If they can get some contributions from those other players, that makes them even more difficult to guard on the offensive end.
We see both teams back to their respective benches. We're about ready to get things underway here in the second half. Again, Center Grove at 19-0, 11-0 at home, 2-0 neutral court, 6-0 away for HSE, 17-3, 7-0 in conference play, conference champs this year. They've won 3 straight. They're 7-1 on the home court. The only loss here at home, November 15th, they lost to Lawrence Central 63-52 in overtime. The other 2 losses this year for the Royals, Plainfield and Pendleton Heights.
Yeah, and that's a Plainfield team. Center Grove was able to win that one on the road against Plainfield. A really, really good team. That's going to be a loaded sectional out there with Plainfield, Pike, Brownsburg. Avon's playing better. That is an absolutely loaded sectional on the west side. And then obviously from the Center Grove perspective, the big one that they're going to run into is going to be Franklin Central. That's a team that put them out in overtime last year in the sectional opener, and a team Center Grove was able to beat by a bucket in the season opener this year. So that's going to be, as the sectional drawings come out tomorrow, one that you're going to keep an eye on.
We're ready for the third quarter. Center Grove will have the basketball out of bounds here on the near side.
Well, and this is going to be a HSE team that's going to be even more aggressive, more physical, try to get some turnovers to get that offense going here in the second half.
Green applying heavy pressure on Tapek as she brings it into the front court. Center Grove trying to get Gilliard at low block. She pops out off a screen from Wagner. Wagner tries to go baseline, hit a wet spot. Yeah. She fell down, and she's going to be tied up for a jump ball. But she
had a step on Stidham as she was driving around her, and I'm surprised they don't try to get that wiped up or something, because there was definitely a slick spot down there. But
sure looked like a wet spot the way she fell. Royals with the basketball, just underway in the third quarter. Bourne being pressured by Gilliard. Just the second foul called against Center Grove. Gilliard gets her first.
Stuckmeyer is furious. He said, "You haven't called anything the whole game, and you're going to call that?" And then said, "That's fine if you're going to call that, but we better see that all over the place at the other end."
Stidham works against Gilliard, and Grayson takes it away from her. Grayson averages 2.5 steals per game to lead the Trojans.
She's got at least 3 tonight. Oh, and great move there. That's a block. Yep, that should be 2 shots.
Foul against Brindley. That'll be her second foul, and Grayson will go to line for the first time today.
Yeah, Brindley was just moving. She did the right thing, and she got a bloody lip out of that one, too. Grayson is a there's a load there, and they're gonna get sub in for her, and she's gonna head down to the trainer to get that cleaned up. But she was just moving her feet, didn't get there in time, and fouled Grayson on the shot.
Haley Mesra comes in for her. She's a sophomore. Free throw is no good by Grayson. Just the 4th free throw attempted today by the Trojans. Haley Wagner 2 of 3 from the free throw line. One more for the senior. Gilliard with 15 points at halftime. Swishes on the next. 16 for the ball game. Again, Grayson averaging 25.8 points a ball game. Orm gets loose down low, scores her first 2.
Yeah, a little miscommunication on that Center Grove defense there, and they let Orm get wide open there for a bucket.
And back the other way, Tapak just short on that bank shot inside.
Yeah, I like the drive attempt.
Corner 3, Mesra scores. She shoots a high percentage on threes, 41%. That's her 17th of the season.
Yeah, Mesra has given them a good spark off the bench. She has 5 now. That's a push. Yeah, you got to call that.
Foul on Mesra.
Like I said, they're going to be more aggressive. They're going to make the officials blow the whistle here in the second half, trying to find a way to get back into this game. They've already cut 4 points off of that lead in the first minute and a half.
Bounce pass goes to Jen around the perimeter, deep left corner. That's Gilliard. Skip pass to Tapak. She's going to launch the left-handed 3. Short rebound inside. Wagner goes up. She's fouled by Stidham. 2 shots for Wagner.
Yeah, great effort inside to get that rebound over Stidham. Wagner going back to the line to shoot 2.
First foul on Stidham. Wagner 4 points in the ball game. Hits on the first free throw. Sprung in for the Trojans. Tapak will take a breather. One more for the sophomore Wagner, and got them both. Holman working against Pierce. Goes off glass, scores, and 1. She'll go to the line.
Great individual play there by Holman. She just backed Mackenzie Pierce down and then did a little spin move and got the whistle and put it in.
A couple of fouls against Pierce. Free throw is no good. Rebound Wagner.
You got to call it the other way. I mean, you got to do the same thing as
Stuckmeyer off the bench asking for a call. Royal set up here in the half court. Orm hands off the basketball to Holman. Now to Stidham. Stidham.
Got to get out.
Good defense by Sprong. Holman gets a screen from Stidham. Step back. Three-pointer is no good. Rebound. It will be Sprong. Good block out by Jen inside. She and Stidham got tangled up. In the lane with the shot is Gilliard. Gets her own rebound. Finds Mackenzie Pierce back inside to Gilliard. She's double teamed. Steps through the double team. Goes up with a shot. She's fouled. She'll be at the line to shoot 2. And I believe that's going to be a foul on Holman. If so, that's her second.
Yeah, no complaints there from Holman. She knows she got Gilliard on the arm there. So Grayson back to the line shooting 2.
16 points for Grayson. 1 of 2 from the stripe today. Hits on the first. 78% from the free throw line this year. And swishes the next as well.
Already had more combined fouls than we had in the entire first half. Got to find Mesra.
She shoots a high percentage on those threes. Loose ball. Bodies on the floor. A whistle. It is a jump ball. Center Grove will have possession with 5:05 to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, Mesra only averages 3.2 points a game, Kevin, but she's already got 5 today, including one three-pointer.
Yeah, coming in, she's 16 of 39 on threes, 41%. So she shoots a high percentage on those threes.
Yeah, now here comes the full court press by HSE. Jen breaks it easily.
The senior sets up the offense here in the half court. Tapak back in for the Trojans. Sprong. Wagner rotates it. Jen, as Gilliard tried to post, now pops to the corner. Jen sets the screen. Had it knocked away by Holman out of bounds. Center Grove will throw it in right in front of its bench. We see Pierce on the bench taking a break for the first time here in this third quarter.
Yeah, and this is where that Center Grove offense can really frustrate you because they make you guard, Kevin, for it's not 1-2 passes and a shot. They make you guard. They reverse the ball side to side and look for the open shot.
Sprong for three, down and out. Wagner had the inside position, gets the rebound, goes to Gilliard, and she is called for the offensive foul. Holman takes the charge. Gilliard picked up her second foul. She kind of led with that shoulder.
Yep. Now that's the one way that HSE is going to get back in this game is if they can get Gilliard in foul trouble. Holman took one right there.
Brindley being checked by Jen. Jen knocked it away. Brindley gets it back, and now Jen took it from her.
Other way.
3-on-1, tried to find Tapak, and Orm intercepts the pass.
A little bit late, and you better find Stidham. Good job by Wagner of catching up to her, and now she stepped out of bounds.
Stidham on the baseline, out of bounds. Stidham's mother was Miss Basketball, as you said, back in the mid-'90s.
Yep.
And played for Penn State, but played for Richmond in high school.
She was a Richmond Red Devil growing up, Lisa, and then had a great career at Penn State.
She was Miss Basketball in 1997 for the Richmond Red Devils. 3:45 to go in the third.
This is obviously also one of those situations when they sag off of Jen a lot. Jen can just go. She's kind of that release out front if you get in trouble handling the ball because they're not guarding her out there. And, in fact, she could just stand and hold that.
That would get Brindley out of the lane, allow Gilliard to drive, but why not just take a three and hit it?
Man, she was 4 feet behind the three-point line there. And there's another one right back. Oh.
Kicks out long. Gilliard picks up the loose ball.
Stidham tried to match her, and it just rimmed out. I thought Gilliard was going to line it up there and try another one.
Grayson, 21 points. Trojans 5 3-pointers in the contest.
Just hold it, Hannah.
Tapak comes and receives the pass. 2:50 on the clock. We're in the third quarter. Tapak goes back to Jen. You're right. See, Brindley all the way back to the free throw line. Now she comes up to apply pressure. Opens up that lane for other players to penetrate. Flash and
right idea. Wagner was trying to get that back cut, but that pass was a little bit low at her feet, and Haley wasn't able to come up with it, but the right idea from Hannah.
Holman across midcourt with the dribble.
Yeah, I kind of figured there would be, you saw Holman kind of driving. Thought she would do more of that. She still might. Now she's got Jen posted up. Good kick.
Brindley for three. Long rebound, Jen. Holman with 4 points in the ball game. Gilliard with 21. Gilliard going for another three. Got it. 24 points for Gilliard.
Great job of looking up the court by Hannah Jen, and she got it in the shooting pocket, Kevin. And Grayson Gilliard is absolutely on fire.
3 3-pointers for Gilliard. 24 points in the ball game. Orm going to the basket, missed it. Rebound Stidham. She's fouled on the way up, but she'll get 2 shots.
Yeah, good rebound there by Stidham, and Jen was able to. And they called that on some. I don't know who they called it. On Tapak they called it on.
Number 1 foul on Tapak. Stidham at the line. 3 points in the ball game. Misses the first free throw. She had a 3-pointer back in the first quarter.
Yeah, and that's a very rare sight right there, Kevin. She shoots 88% from the free throw line. 91 out of 104 free throws.
She hits on the next. 4 points for Stidham. Trojans lead it 41-21. 90 seconds left to play in the third. What a big third quarter for CG.
Well, and that was after the first minute and a half. HSE had cut that 4 points off of that lead, Kevin, but Center Grove has bumped it back out to 20.
8 points for HSE so far in this third quarter.
Center Grove with 11 so far.
Center Grove with the patience here in the offensive end, down to a minute in the third. Grayson coming off a screen from Pierce, back in the ball game. Grayson lost the dribble. Into the front court. Kashani came up with the loose ball. Holman now holds it high left side. Down 20, they're being very patient. Holman lost it, gets it back, being checked by Gilliard. Bounce pass to Stidham, working against Jen. Leans in, missed it, gets her own rebound and scores.
Yeah, she just played bully ball down low there. She had the shorter Jen on her. Missed the first one, but Gilliard didn't want to get a cheap third foul. Now HSE runs 2 girls at Grayson. You're going to see that a lot in the fourth quarter.
Probably see a lot of that in the state tournament, which starts up not next week, but the week after. Ball out of bounds. It's going to be Center Grove ball with 17 seconds to play in the quarter. Finds Gilliard in the backcourt. Gets past Holman with the left-handed dribble. Shovel pass back to Jen, down to 10 seconds. Jen to Tapak. Gilliard posting. Tapak fouled.
And she's going to get to shoot 2 free throws, Kevin. That'll be the penalty. Mesera fouls her 30 feet from the basket.
A couple of fouls on her, and you're right, Tapak's shooting a couple free throws. Her first trip to the free throw line today. 86% free throw shooter, 5 points in the ball game. Swish on the first. Freshman has 6.
Wisely, Coach Stuckmeyer takes Grayson out so she doesn't get a cheap third foul here in the last 6.3 seconds.
And also, she needs some rest. Give her some time to rest. And the next free throw also good. What a third quarter by the Center Grove Trojans. Down to 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Holman getting to the basket. Scoop shot is good. Wow, that was fantastic by Holman. Center Grove defended that pretty well. That brings us to the end of the third. Center Grove 43-25 with a commanding lead, headed to the fourth. This is Center Grove Trojan basketball, presented by Duke Homes on Sports Night, Indiana.
At Peterman, we are raising the bar for home service.
We host classes nearly every working day.
With thousands of hours of training invested in our field professionals each year.
So you know when Peterman shows up, you're about to receive expert care.
Home ownership is already stressful enough.
So when it comes to peace of mind for your home,
Trust Peterman to get it done.
and for a limited time, get a free furnace from us.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com for details and to schedule.
Center Grove leads HSE here on the road 43-25. Center Grove trying to get to 20-0. Center Grove, the only team remaining in the state of Indiana in girls basketball, undefeated. Trying to go 7-0 on the road. Royals with the basketball to begin this final quarter.
Yeah, and Holman getting a quick breather over there on that bench to start out with. She's not going to stay. Yeah, she already goes to check in, Kevin, so that was a really quick, almost a travel.
Gilliard, she stays on the bench for CG, getting a little bit of a longer break. Stidham hits the three.
Yeah, here comes Grayson. Gilliard for Center Grove as well. Coach Stuckmeyer doesn't want this one to get any closer. HSE full court press. This is where you just clear out and let Grayson dribble it up.
Jen is fouled in the backcourt by Green.
You're going to see that a lot, Kevin. They're very aggressive HSE defense here in the fourth quarter to try to press and get back in this ball game.
First foul on Green, first foul against the Royals. Here comes Jen across midcourt, terminates the dribble. Pivoting, she's fouled again by Green, so 2 quick ones on Green. HSE fans not liking that call too much.
And she hit her on the arm, and there was no complaint from Green. She knew she did it. She was just hoping they wouldn't get the call.
Tapak in the backcourt working against Green, brings it across midcourt. Pierce.
Every time you're going to get a double or you're going to get a couple.
Just got to be tough with the ball. You got to whip through. Got to rip through and keep that ball protected. Pierce looking inside for Gilliard, trying to post. Had it knocked away. Gilliard, bounce pass goes to Jen. Boy, they've really picked up their intensity. You are correct about that. Wagner in the lanes, drop step with the left hand, scores. What a move by the sophomore.
And just a real calm, composed move here, Kevin. I don't know how that's not either a travel. I mean, Holman plays a little. I think if Center Grove would have fell down on that one, they might have got a charge on Holman. But instead, she puts it in. And
Holman 8 points in the ball game. Shooting the free throw. 0 of 1 from the free throw line today. 70% from the stripe.
She's talking to the referee about something after just getting the call.
Hits the free throw, 9 points. She averages 18 a game. Center Grove by 14. Gilliard double teamed as she comes across midcourt. Gives it up to Tapak. Skip pass to Pierce. Gilliard slides down that left block, trying to post. Now pops out. Grayson faces up. That's Green guarding her. Goes down the lane. There's a foul, and Grayson will get 2 shots. If that's Green, that's 3 on her.
It's 3 in about a minute, Kevin.
It is Green, so she has 3 fouls, and Gilliard back to the free throw line. 24 points for Grayson today. 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Good arch, good rotation. She has 25.
Comes in averaging 25.8 points a game, Kevin, and she's right at her average. With 6 minutes remaining in this game.
Switches the next as well. What a great performance today by the senior Grayson Gilliard.
And a great senior year that she's had all around, Kevin. Only girl for Center Grove in double figures, so you know she's getting the bulk of the scouting report, and I think Holman's decided this fourth quarter, I'm going to drive every time and either hit a layup or get fouled or both.
She is fouled. She'll be at the line to shoot 2. She's 1 of 2 from the line today. So, Rick, she got what, 1 of 2?
Yep, split them.
Grayson now Sprong in the ball game. Pierce taking a break. Jen goes baseline, double team. Now she'll find Grayson for 3. Got it. Grayson Gilliard continues to impress.
4th 3-pointer of tonight's ball game. She's doing it on the inside. She's doing it on the outside.
29 points for Grayson.
Yeah, Holman's not going to give.
Stidham in the lane. Goes off glass, scores. Stidham in double figures with 11.
And Coach Satterfield gets a timeout. He's down to, I think, 2 timeouts left, Kevin. That should be his 3rd one that he's taken. Took 2 quickly in that first quarter. Center Grove jumped out to that big lead. But wow, Grayson Gilliard just continues to shine, Kevin. 29 so far with 5:18 remaining. She's doing it all from the inside, outside, and at the free throw line. We've seen some of these outbursts this year, Kevin. She got the school record for Center Grove with, what, 37?
37 points against Indian Creek in the Johnson County tournament first round.
And broke her own record, I think, of 35. Grayson going to play at Davidson next year in the very scenic mountains down in North Carolina. I have not been there, but I've heard from multiple people it is an absolutely beautiful campus down there.
Once again, full court pressure by the Royals. Wagner across midcourt, throws it ahead to Mackenzie Pierce, back in the ball game. Pierce dribbles baseline, looks opposite. There's Gilliard. She fakes on the three, goes to the basket, missed it. Wagner follow up is good. Wagner on the weak side.
And that's 2 rebound buckets here in the fourth quarter. And, man, those are killers after you play really good defense. Good hands there by Tapek. Now Jen goes in.
Jen back to Tapak, puts out the shot, missed it. Jen tips it out to Holman. Pierce back for the Trojans. Holman trying to go all the way, and she missed it. Good defense by Pierce, and what a rebound by Tapak.
Yeah, Center Grove, I don't know if Coach,
Here's Gilliard missing the three. Wagner tips it to Tapak. Now to Gilliard. She tries another three, rimmed it. Rebound HSE.
2 heat checks there, Kevin, from Grayson. I think Coach Stuckmeyer might have been fine to pull that out, but, I mean, you're not going to say anything.
Three-pointer good by Green.
Green only shoots 22% from three-point range, but she gets one to go down there. Yeah, and HSE just scrambling, trying to get you to take quick shots, Kevin, and you got to make sure you don't fall into that trap of just getting quick shots up, and now Green gets her 4th foul all here in the fourth quarter.
3 minutes, 55 seconds left to play in the fourth. Tolliver back in for HSE. 4 fouls against HSE. Next one, Center Grove will be shooting 2.
Yeah, now Green can't be quite as aggressive, Kevin, as she has in this fourth quarter with those 4 fouls. HSE takes Holman off of Gilliard for the first time tonight.
I think Grayson's trying to send a big-time message today. Oh, what a bounce pass. Jen to Gilliard, 31 points for Grayson.
30-burger for Gilliard.
We're down to 3:20 in the ball game. I think Grayson's not only saying I'm a candidate for Miss Basketball, I'm maybe an elite top contending.
Leading candidate.
Three-pointer good by Green. She's hit a couple of threes in this final quarter. And a timeout called following that made three-pointer. 54-40, Center Grove with the advantage. And we have 3 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in today's contest.
Well, they've got it cut to 14, Kevin. It's one of those things. Coach Satterfield probably on that bench is saying, let's get it to 10 or below in the last 2 minutes, and then let's just see what we can do to possibly pull this one out of the fire after Center Grove has been absolutely dominant the entire game. Holman, Stidham, and Green have been all the offense for HSE here in the fourth quarter from the Center Grove side. Grayson, like she has all season long, she has 9 or 7 in this fourth quarter, and then Haley Wagner has a couple big rebound baskets, offensive rebound baskets for the other 4.
Once again, this coming week, Center Grove on Tuesday hosting Greenwood. Note the start time, no JV game. So the varsity will start at 7. Senior festivities at 6:30. It's senior night for CG. And then the Trojans will go to Avon on Thursday for a 7:30 game.
Yeah, I think HSE's down to 1 timeout. Center Grove still has all 5.
Grayson, I should say Jen, excuse me, kind of lost her balance, and now they're going to call it jump ball. It will be Center Grove ball.
Yeah, I thought that was foul number 5 on Green, but the referee calls a jump ball.
Just got to stay tough with the ball. It's going to be a rough 3 minutes here. Double team on Tapak.
Timeout.
She goes to Wagner. She was pushed, and she kept it in bounds. Gilliard.
Hit in the head twice.
Gilliard dribbles back out. Orm attacks her. Gilliard pivoting, now goes to Jen. Jen double teamed, and she's knocked to the floor. She hit that elbow, and she is down.
Yeah, and that's 5.
She
That should be
grabbed
5
that
on.
elbow, and she is in a lot of pain. That is Hannah Jen, the senior, rubbing that right elbow. Wow. Anybody tougher than Hannah Jen? I don't think so.
No, and I don't know. Who did they call that on? No, they called it on 11.
Hannah misses on the first free throw. One more for the senior.
She did go down hard on that elbow, that left elbow.
And she is a left-handed shooter. Misses on the next. Somehow Grayson got the inside position, but she lost it, and they're going to say she was out of bounds on the baseline. So it'll be HSE ball with 2:39 to play in the ball game. Hannah Jen will take a break. Sprung in for the Trojans.
Well, empty trip there with those couple missed free throws for Center Grove, and now HSE has a chance to get it to 12 or 11.
Stidham 3, caught rim, rebound Pierce. Tapak brings it up against Green. Double team from Holman. Grayson left open. She drives, score, and one. 33 points for Grayson Gilliard.
Just too good, Kevin.
She's pursuing her own record again, school record, 37 points in one game. She sits at
33.
Is at 33, if I can read my writing, 33 points. Chance for going for 34 here at the free throw line.
Yeah, scoreboard is, yeah, she's got 33 with a chance to get to 34.
Free throw is good, 34 points for Grayson Gilliard. 57-40, Trojans pulling away with 2:20 to play in the ball game. Green from downtown, it's short on the three. Wagner with the block out and the rebound. Into the front court, Jen now to Sprong. Gilliard, double teamed. And we have a reach-in foul on Grayson. She'll go back to the free throw line, 2 more free throws.
Yeah, I think that one's going to be on Holman. She got a little bit of her arm.
Third foul on Holman. Grayson. Hits on the first. You just had a feeling there would be a lot of free throws down the stretch of this ball game, the way the Royals came out attacking defensively in this final quarter. Hits on both free throws.
Well, and after HSE had it cut to a 14-point lead, Kevin, Grayson Gilliard on her own personal 5-0 run.
She needs 1 to tie her school record of 37, 2 to break it. What do we have, a foul against Center Grove?
They called that on Grayson, so that's 3 on her with 2:01 remaining.
Stidham being checked by Wagner. Inside, Holman. Double team. She somehow got it up. Count the shot. She'll go to line to shoot 1.
And not much more that Hannah Jen could do on that one, Kevin. It's straight up. With Holman strong inside. And
I have Holman with 12 points. Free throw is good. 13 points for Holman. 1:50 to go in this one. Pressuring defense here by the Royals. Jen with the dribble across midcourt to Tapak. Double team all over the floor, and now Jen is knocked to the court by Brindley. Foul against Piper Brindley. Two shots for Hannah Jen. Stops the clock with 1:43 to play. Switch on the first point for Hannah Jen.
maybe she can actually feel her elbow on these two, Kevin. I think it was numb on the last two that she shot from getting a hard fall to the floor.
It's on the next as well.
Looked really good. Lead back to 18.
Three-pointer doesn't go. I think it was Holman.
Yeah, it was.
Tapak with the rebound. Wagner reach-in foul against the Royals.
That's 5 on Green.
Green really had a strong fourth quarter, couple of threes, 6-pointers.
Five fouls in the fourth quarter, too,
Yeah,
Kevin.
2 3, 6 points for Green.
But you're right. She did hit a couple of threes there to try to bring him back.
Mesra checks in for her. 1:33 remaining in today's ball game. Center Grove will move to 20-0, 7-0 on the road, with 2 games left in the regular season. Greenwood Tuesday, Avon Thursday. Wagner misses on the first.
Well, and this is, barring a big run here late, there's going to be people waking up and looking at this score tomorrow, and hopefully the voters, when they look at the score, they're going to be wondering, wow, go on the road in a huge win.
Whistle. Do we have a jump ball? Yes. Jen got the rebound. She's tied up. It'll be HSE ball with 1:25 on the clock. And you'll see that Grayson at the moment, 36 points, leading the way for CG again today. Stidham.
Oh, great defense there by McKenzie.
Holman fakes on the 3. Orm fires the 3, missed it. Weak side rebound. That's Jen. And she's going to be fouled. She'll go back to the free throw line.
Just does the little things, Kevin. You're going to look up at the scoreboard after the game and go, wow, she had 2, maybe 4 points here. But then you're going to look at the other areas and go, oh, man, she had 2 or 3 steals. She had 6, 7 rebounds, a few assists, and she is such a huge part of this Center Grove Trojans team. And to the naked eye or the uninformed eye, you don't understand what she means to this team.
She hits on the free throw. 3 points for Hannah Jen. She's the unsung hero for this Center Grove Trojan team.
And now Holman comes out. That'll probably be it for her. Tried to bring them back here in the second half, but just too much. And there she is again. School record.
School record. You're right. 38 points for Grayson Gilliard. She gets it done.
Wow.
What a performance by Grayson Gilliard.
38 points against the number 5 team in the state. Another Miss Basketball candidate, and on their home floor. And wow, and I think she's going to come out, Kevin.
Jen comes out. Pierce, Wagner subs in for CG, and Gilliard stays in. She's still in there at the moment. Coach starting to empty that bench. What an effort today by the Center Grove Trojans. How about Pierce early on, a couple of big threes?
That's when we start talking about, Kevin. We like to spread the player of the game out a little bit. And, we might be looking at Mackenzie Pierce's, because she, part of that big second quarter, Kevin, when Center Grove just took control of this game. Pierce hit 2 big threes. She's had the – they're going to get Grayson out. And, man, she's going to get a well-deserved standing ovation. School record, 38 points for Grayson Gilliard. Wow.
Standing ovation from the Center Grove fans across the way. Impressive effort today by Grayson Gilliard. Final 30 seconds.
And I'm going to look like somebody's going to say, you're going to give the Texas Roadhouse player to someone besides Grayson? Well, like I said, we like to spread it around a little bit.
Share the wealth.
We're going to give it to Mackenzie Pierce tonight, the junior guard. Not only did a great job with those couple threes, Kevin, but she had the main assignment on KK Holman. Obviously, they switch and do some other things, and she did a fantastic job against Holman to hold her. I think the 13 is what Holman ended up with. Center Grove going to dribble this one out for a huge 22-point win.
65-43. Center Grove gets it done here on the road. 20-0 on the season. 12-0 at home. 11-0 at home, I should say. Now 7-0 on the road. 2-0 neutral court. What a win today for the Center Grove Trojans. Rick, they came here 2 years ago and beat HSE 74-58. And here they are back, winning big today, 65-43. Hear the applause from the Center Grove fans.
Well, and I think obviously a couple people had some chips on the shoulder coming in, because Center Grove undefeated, and they've had 3 teams move in front of them in the standings despite continuing to be undefeated and win. And I think in their mind was, let's go show a few people across the state that we're a legit contender to win the state championship. And then I think number 22 kind of had in her mind today that, hey, this is a game that I can show maybe some Miss Basketball voters throughout the state as well, that don't forget about number 22 on the south side there at Center Grove.
Stay tuned. Coming up next on the post-game show, Rick will have your scores from today's game. Trojans 65-43 over HSE on the road, improving to 20-0. The Royals fall to 17-4. Center Grove back to it. Get out and support them this Tuesday, 7 o'clock, senior night against Greenwood. This is CEG Girls Basketball, presented today by Two Combs on Sports Night Indiana.
At Peterman, we are raising the bar for home service.
We host classes nearly every working day.
With thousands of hours of training invested in our field professionals each year.
So you know when Peterman shows up, you're about to receive expert care.
Home ownership is already stressful enough.
So when it comes to peace of mind for your home,
Trust Peterman to get it done.
and for a limited time, get a free furnace from us.
Visit PetermanHVAC.com for details and to schedule.
Simple moments, ordinary experiences. They happen every day. each one of them small, yet make our lives special. Maintained by a company that cares about you. Everyday moments like these brought to you by Peterman Brothers, where great service runs in the family.
Back here at HSE, final time today, 65-43 final score. Center Grove over the Royals, improving to 20-0 on the season. Center Grove led by Grayson Gilliard, setting the school record, breaking her own record of 37 points. She had 38 points today, and I think she just took another step closer maybe to being Indiana's Miss Basketball.
I mean, how could you not look at this game and go, wow, 38 points against a top 5 team on their floor, and your team wins by 22 points. That's what's most important to Grayson, obviously, is for this team to continue to win, and all of those other things will take care of themselves. But she was by far the best player on the court today, and congratulations to her for breaking her own school record with 38 points.
Rick, you have our scores from today's game.
Yeah, first for HSE, they were led in scoring by their Miss Basketball candidate, Kennedy Holman. She had 13. 11 of those 13 were in the second half. Kayla Stidham had 11. 8 of her 11 were in the second half. Also scoring, Piper Brindley had 6. And Antoinette Green had 6. Haley Mesera had 5 off the bench, and Abby Orm had 2 for their 43 points. For Center Grove, obviously, they were led in scoring by Grayson Gilliard. She had 38, 15 in the first half, and 23 in the second half. She had 4 3-pointers. She was 8 for 9 from the free throw line. Also in double figures, Haley Wagner had a big ball game. She had 11. Some key offensive putbacks. Lilia Tapek, the freshman, had 7. Mackenzie Pierce had 6 on 2 big threes in that first half. And Hannah Jen had 3 free throws in the fourth quarter. Once again, our Texas Roadhouse player of the game today is the junior Mackenzie Pierce. Not only for those 2 big threes, but playing really, really solid defense throughout the ball game on Kennedy Holman.
Looking at the scoring summary today, Center Grove led 13-8, really stretched the lead in that second quarter, outscoring the Royals 17-5, led 30-13 going into halftime, and then led 43-25 after the third quarter, outscored the Royals 13-12 in the third quarter, and then outscored them 22-18 in the final quarter to win 65-43. Rick, how many three-pointers today? Was it 6 for the Trojans?
4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7, yeah.
So 7 threes. So $3 for each made three-pointer today by Hobby Injury Law, donating that back to the Center Grove Girls Basketball Parents Club.
Yeah, appreciate that sponsorship. Appreciate Mike Duke for his sponsorship today. And, man, we had a lot of people texting us, Kevin, watching from the south side as the snow starts to fall. What an impressive performance by this still undefeated and now 20-0 Center Grove Trojan girls basketball team.
They'll be back in action Tuesday, home Greenwood, 7 o'clock. Senior night at Avon Thursday, 7:30. Tomorrow, pairing show, 6 to 8, IHSATV.org. That'll be the sectional pairing show. Center Grove hosting the sectional this year. HSE will go to Carmel, but always interesting to see that, see you're going to be matched up with.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, and obviously different thoughts of, do you want to play the other best team first game right out of the bat, or do you want to get one under your belt? But we'll see what happens tomorrow when those ping pong balls bounce around, and then Center Grove will know tomorrow night their path towards a sectional championship and beyond.
Rick, thank you for your work, and safe travels back to the south side.
Sounds good, Kevin. Thank you.
So again, your final score today from HSC: Center Grove 65, Hamilton Southeastern 43. Center Grove 20 wins, 0 losses. The lone team still undefeated in the state of Indiana in girls basketball. For the Royals, they fall to 17-4. Today's girls basketball coverage was produced by Sports Night Indiana, and our presenting sponsor was Duke Homes. Once again, CG Girls Basketball hosting Greenwood Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Senior night for CG. Until next time, this is Kevin Conrad for Rick Embry saying so long, everyone, from Hamilton Southeastern. The Trojans get it done, 65-43.